Right, folks. Hello. Welcome to today's live stream. As we can tell, we are getting ready now for a special kind of stream. I do these every so often. I think I'm gonna bring her somewhere actually, a bit more visible. Let me, let me. That should be okay. No, Sunday is blocking in. Pretty funny. There we go. Okay. So we're just getting ready now for a stream style that I do every once in a while. Also was talking with somebody about a project that I have planned, which is quite a massive one. Um, but yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That actually shows that I'm streaming right now. That's fun. That's fun. Close out. There we go. All right. Well, yeah, we are live. Things are gearing up and ready for flight. I am actually kind of excited right now. Um, this is the second stream for Rocket Lab I've conducted, and yeah. So Rocket Lab here again today is using the Electron rocket with the Curie upper stage. Um, and I did find a picture of the upper stage in question. So let me pull this up real quick. This image actually shows the uh it also shows the engine of Curie, or yeah, of the Curie engine, which itself. Oh, that's fucked up. Actually, I gotta. Fucking. Yes. Fuck. How do I fucking remove this bullshit? There we go. Yes. So fuck me. Gosh darn it. Window capture. Shit. Son of a bitch. Things are not going well, as one can tell. Um, okay, almost gone. Everything's almost gone. Okay, let me try this shit again. This time I'm actually gonna save. Go. Image. Browse. Downloads. What the hell? Save it. So here's the picture. This is what the upper stage here looks like. From the underneath, you can actually see here the engine, the fuel tanks, batteries, uh, the separation systems all on here, and I think the gas tanks, and I believe those are the COPVs, which are also made in house at Rocket Lab. Wow, that was really shit. Just to get that one fucking image up on there. Which I'm now going to just hide anyways. Because now that I was able to show, it's no longer needed. But yes, that's Rocket Lab. That's what they have planned to use today. Um, but yeah. Um, Looking forward to the stream. Rocket Lab should be going live here any moment now. And of course, whenever they do, we will know. Also, yes, my mic is not mute. Thank fucking God. Oh my gosh. It always scares me because I never know if it is or not. And I can confirm it is not mute today. Just waiting for the stream to start. Which it should automatically start once it does. We've got about 10 minutes until the launch itself, so just gotta stand by for a bit. In the meantime, of course, constantly checking everything I can, such as Rocket Lab on Twitter. Um, and of course, other big, very important things. Oh, they're live. this rocket company here is actually one of my favorites. I'm really looking forward to their upcoming Neutron rocket. So yeah. I'm going to assume. Okay, yeah, no delay has happened. We're currently 17 minutes away from the planned launch at 12:36 a.m. Central Daylight Time, or Central Standard Time. 7:36 p.m. New Zealand time, and 6:36 a.m. UTC.
Electron is vertical on the pad. Operators are on console in mission control, and the range has been cleared at Launch Complex 1. You know what that means? It is a Rocket Lab launch day for our next Electron mission. My name is Muriel, and we are just 16 minutes or so away from liftoff with a dedicated mission for Japan-based Earth observation company IQPS. And 2025 has been our busiest launch year yet. And while we've been saying that pretty much every year since launches began in 2017, that is because we've beaten our own launch annual record every year since. In 2024, we hit 16 launches, and now in 2025, with today's mission, we're about to take that tally to 21. On board Electron today is a single synthetic aperture radar satellite called QPS SAR-15, nicknamed Tsukunami-1 for the Japanese god of great wisdom. And with that in mind, we have called this mission the Wisdom God Guides, to follow the launch naming convention that IQPS has followed for all 6 of their missions so far on Electron. Now, Tsukunami-1 is destined for a 575-kilometre circular Earth orbit, where it will provide near real-time observation of Earth. But unlike Earth observation satellites with optical sensors, SAR, or synthetic aperture radar, can see through clouds and provide imagery day or night to provide uninterrupted views. And this makes SAR data particularly useful for monitoring natural disasters, identifying and tracking changes such as ice or vegetation movement, mapping terrain, and a whole lot more. And today's mission will be our 7th for IQPS since our first launch for them in December 2023. And each launch name is a nod to the deity that the satellite on board is named after. And so far, we have had the moon god awakens, the lightning god rains, the sea god sees, the mountain god guards, the harvest god thrives, the nation god navigates, and of course, today's mission, the wisdom god guides. Now, while we prepare to go to space for IQPS again, let's check out the highlights from those previous missions.
2, 1, lift up.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, lift off.
We have certainly delivered some beautiful launches for IQPS, and it's going to be good to add another one to the books tonight. And we are just 13 minutes away from liftoff, which means our operators are preparing to run through the go, no-go poll. And this status check starts at T-minus 12 minutes and includes operators in mission and range control reporting into the launch director whether the system that they are responsible for is green for launch. Now, obviously, what we want to hear is greens across the board, so let's listen into mission control to hear if that's what we get.
And to all operators, LD on mission code, we are proceeding now with the go-no-go sequence. Stage.
Stages go.
Avionics.
Avionics is go.
GNC.
GNC is go.
Recon.
Recon is go.
T1.
T1 is go.
GC.
GC is go.
PLS.
PLS is go.
RSO.
RSO is go.
MET.
MET is go.
MM.
MM is go.
LD sub.
LD sub is go.
The go-no-go sequence is complete. We are currently T-minus 11 minutes and 22 seconds and counting. We are go for terminal count auto sequence at T-minus 10 minutes. From this time, the freeware procedure is in effect.
That's a definitive go from today's poll, and at T-minus 11 minutes or so, we are moving ahead through the final few moments before launch. Our operators are ready, Electron is ready, so is the range, and the weather for liftoff tonight is 85% favourable for an on-time launch at 7:36 p.m. local time. The journey from Earth to orbit on Electron takes around 9 minutes, starting with ignition of the 9 Rutherford engines on Electron's first stage. At T+0, the hold-down clamps on the launch mount release the rocket for launch, and within seconds of its ascent, it begins its pitch-over maneuver, which you'll hear operators call out from mission control. And this directs Electron away from the launch site and sets it on its desired trajectory. Now, around a minute into launch, we will reach max Q, the moment when Electron experiences the highest loads on its way to space. And altogether, we have an engine burn time for those 9 Rutherford engines of around 2.5 minutes before they are shut down, just seconds ahead of stage separation. Next, after those first and second stages separate, the single Rutherford engine on stage 2 will ignite to continue the rest of the way to orbit. And along the way, the fairing will separate too to expose the payload to space ready for deployment before finally, at around 9 minutes after lifting off from the pad, Electron's second stage will reach orbital velocity. And that is when the kick stage will separate, with the payload still attached, ready for a roughly 40-minute coast phase around the Earth in an elliptical orbit. And once the kick stage has completed that coast phase, the Curie engine will perform a final burn to circularize the orbit ahead of payload deployment. Simple as that, but of course, in reality, it is anything but. And producing one orbital-class launch vehicle is a significant feat, but doing it more than 70 times makes Electron one of the most prolific rockets in the industry. And behind that effort are many, many talented and dedicated people like vehicle integration technicians, development and manufacturing engineers, software engineers, launch technicians, mission managers, licensing and launch safety teams, composite technicians, test engineers, GNC engineers, and of course, a whole lot more. And these are the people behind Electron and across all our programs and products. We have open roles in most locations right now too, so if you want to join them, check out the careers page on our website, rocketlabcorp.com.
Proceed with sequence 60, stage terminal checks.
Copy, Mike.
LDGC alien mission code.
LDGC.
Please proceed with sequence 61, launch pad ready.
Copy sequence. 61 on work.
Stage 1 and 2 high voltage batteries ready for flight.
So, all good news here. Everything is looking...
T minus 7 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock now, and there have been no red flags in the countdown to liftoff. The QPS SAR-15 Tsukunami-1 satellite is ready for launch inside Electron's bearing. And who better to tell us about the spacecraft's mission than the IQPS team themselves? So here's more about what Tsukunami-1 will be getting up to on orbit.
Founded in Fukuoka with the mission of establishing a space industry in Kyushu, IQPS marks its 20th anniversary in 2025. Today, together with more than 25 partner companies, mainly based in northern Kyushu, we are developing the world-class small SAR satellite, QPS SAR. SAR satellites use radio waves, enabling observation of the Earth's surface day or night in any weather. IQPS is steadily working toward a 36-satellite QPS SAR constellation, aiming for near real-time Earth observation almost anywhere on the globe. Since launching our first satellite in December 2019, we have continued to expand our fleet and gained extensive expertise in operations. In March 2025, our new R&D hub, QSIP, was established. QSIP integrates manufacturing, testing, and shipping on one floor, enabling production of up to 10 satellites per year. This boosts efficiency and development speed, accelerating launches and service readiness. Partnering with government agencies, infrastructure operators, and others, we are already delivering results by combining satellite data with image analysis and AI. Our satellites are used for inspecting large infrastructure and monitoring wildfires, earthquakes, eruptions, and other disasters, helping detect crises early. As natural disasters and geopolitical risks increase worldwide, the need for our high-precision observation data grows more urgent every day. Faster, more accurate, covering more places than ever before. We will continue expanding our constellation, realizing a world where Earth is observed more frequently. Unlocking the potential of space and contributing to human progress. The challenge of IQPS continues.
Good idea. I like it.
Okay, we are heading into the final few minutes before liftoff from Launch Complex 1. The weather remains green and all signs are pointing to an on-time launch this evening at 7:36 p.m. local time here in New Zealand. From T-minus 2 minutes, Electron's autonomous flight computer will take over from the operators to run the final 2 minutes of pre-launch checks itself. At any point during this process, the flight computer can hold the launch if it assesses that data warrants some closer inspection. But otherwise, from T-minus 10 seconds, you'll hear the voice of our launch director counting down from 10 before liftoff for the Wisdom God Guides. Now that auto sequence is about to start, so let's listen into the operators in mission control as they share their final call-outs ahead of launch. Go IQPS and go Electron.
So, Electron standing great on the pad here. Everything looking good. All these clouds that you're seeing around are normal. It's just pretty much the ice turning instantly into water and just evaporating, because that's all it is.
To all operators, LD on mission code. From now on, there should be no red flags on your critical LCCs. Recon LD on mission code.
LD Vicon.
Please lock the auto sequence and confirm.
Locked.
And Recon, please confirm all flight computer ASCOs are green.
All flight computer ASCOs are green.
To all operators, we are go for auto sequence start at T-minus 2 minutes. LD is go for launch.
And there's that call out there. LD is go for launch. LD is the launch director, and with that call out, the vehicle is go. Vector to gamer, appreciate it. Yeah. Disliking, though, also does the same thing. 2 minutes. Disliking also does the same thing to the algorithm.
Vehicle is fully on internal power. AFTS is green and enabled for flight.
Great callouts there. Again, flight computers have fully taken over, and the autonomous flight termination system is now on and armed.
LOX load is complete. System is in recirculation.
Rocket is now full of fuel.
Anti-geysering is disabled.
We passed 1 minute. Everything continuing great. 50 seconds.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 tanks are pressed for flight.
There we go. Stage is now pressed for flight.
High flow engine purge enabled.
I fixed it. Good.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting.
Here we go. 15 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beginning picture.
Stage 1 propulsion nominal.
There we go.
We are on our way to space for IQPS again with a nice clean launch from the pad from Launch Complex 1. And Max Q is the first milestone that we'll come across, which is that point in flight where Electron faces the toughest atmospheric forces. To accommodate, the Rutherford engines will throttle down just a touch before they're brought back up to full power to continue the mission. Let's listen in.
Approaching max Q. Cleared max Q.
And like clockwork, there is the call that Electron has successfully passed through max Q. And those Rutherford engines are burning bright and beautiful on your screen as Electron makes its way more than 21 kilometers above Earth at more than 2,000 kilometers per hour. And we are only 60 seconds or so away from Stage 2's time to shine as we approach MECO, or main engine cutoff. And MECO is the point in flight in which Electron's 9 first-stage Rutherford engines shut down down in preparation for that stage separation. Now, with its role in the mission complete, the first stage will be jettisoned, and then it's all about the second stage and its single Rutherford engine that will ignite to keep the mission moving. And there are just seconds between stage 1 engine throttle down, MECO, stage separation, and then second stage ignition. So let's listen into the operators in mission control now as they call out those events in real time.
15 seconds to staging.
Anti-rate burnout detect mode.
MECO confirmed.
Here's main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
Stage 2 guidance is nominal.
Awesome sounds.
That is MECO complete and a nice clean stage separation, and the second stage's Rutherford engine is accelerating nicely now to take us almost past, there it is, 100 kilometers above Earth. And in the meantime, the fairing's important job of protecting the QPS SAR-15 satellite through the initial launch phase is almost complete. So once we reach around 135 kilometers in altitude, the spacecraft can be exposed to space in preparation for deployment, so those two halves of Electron's fairing will separate and fall away.
All right. So 100 kilometers is the start of space, by the way. Love watching the plume expect. So do I. Also, I love the sounds that we got to hear. That was cool. And there it is. Fairing separation.
Jettison confirmed.
That's what we like to hear and see. Fairing separation is confirmed. And now at T plus 3 minutes 45 seconds into flight for the Wisdom God guides as Electron passes more than 8,000 kilometers an hour in speed. And hello, of course, to QPS SAR-15 on your screen there, safely integrated to the kick stage on top of the second stage as it continues on to our 575 kilometer target orbit. We've got 6.5 minutes or so of engine burn time for this Stage 2 Rutherford, and along the way we will reach Electron's next mission milestone, battery hot swap. That is scheduled to take place at T plus 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Hello, trusted ham. Welcome. Ah, shit. That was actually a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. Fuck. Or... New meme, guys. New meme. New meme.
Now, the reason Electron performs its unique battery hot swap maneuver comes down to the Rutherford engine. They don't have a traditional gas turbine. Instead, their fuel pumps are powered by brushless DC electric motors, and powering those pumps are batteries. The engineers in our team realised there's no need to carry the mass of depleted batteries all the way to orbit when we can use that mass for payload instead. So they came up with a way of getting rid of those empty batteries and swapping them out mid-flight for a new set. And that process is coming up next.
It's actually really cool whenever you get to see it happen. So this is why I do stream these, because I know some people don't watch Rocket Lab streams. They'll watch mine instead. So I decided to take time to stream these long launches live for
Guidance nominal, 200 seconds remaining.
For people like you guys. So yeah, get ready for that. It's really cool.
HVB discharge nominal, approaching hot swap in roughly 30 seconds.
Battery jettison confirmed.
There you can see those batteries
Hot swap
going.
successful.
Hot swap successful.
There we go. That is a successful hot swap, and Electron's second stage continues on to orbit with a fresh set of batteries to power Rutherford's fuel pumps. Now, these pumps give us really great control over engine throttle capability that enables us to squeeze every drop of performance out of every drop of fuel. And that is very important on a small rocket with limited fuel margins. Electron is now traveling at more than 16,000 kilometers per hour, just about to hit 250 kilometers above Earth, with engine burn scheduled to end at around T plus 9 minutes and 9 seconds into flight. So before long, it will be time for SECO, or second engine cutoff, which is the moment in flight where the Rutherford shuts down in preparation for kickstage separation. Now, the mission is proceeding nominally, so let's just enjoy these views of Rutherford powering us all the way to orbit. Just a couple of minutes left in this burn until we hear that call out that Electron's second stage engine will throttle down in preparation for shutdown, or SECO. Now, that bright orange engine nozzle you see on screen will shortly turn grey as it cools down rapidly in the cold of space. And this is our visual sign that the second stage burn is complete. But we'll also hear the call out from Mission Control that we have had SECO and kick stage separation. That's our audio confirmation that this primary phase of the mission is complete ahead of the kick stage's coast phase. So let's listen in for it.
So during the coast phase, I'll pull up a game or something.
Guidance terminal, 20 seconds remaining.
SECO confirmed.
And there's SECO.
Nominal transfer orbit achieved.
Stage separation confirmed.
Second engine cut off complete, and the kick stage has cleanly separated as planned. So with that, we are successfully in orbit, and the job is done for Electron's first and second stages, but now it's all over to the kick stage, which will coast around Earth for about 35 minutes or so before firing up its 3D printed Curie engine to circularize the orbit for IQPS's spacecraft ahead of deployment. Now, that is scheduled to take place at around T plus 46 minutes into the mission, so take a break, sit back and relax while the kick stage takes a scenic tour of our planet, and we're going to do the same, but we'll see you back here in the next 35.
So far, a massive success for Rocket Lab. As it continues on a trajectory that is, in fact, orbital. Unlike my freaking side over here, which is hurting right now. Oh, jeez. It does this a lot. Got that pain to stop, that's good. So, I'll be taking a short break. I'll be right back. Or more. Commentary, of course. But yeah, sit back, enjoy the music. And I will see you guys later. Yep. My gosh. Marion. No. Gosh. You roasted fire. Muscle man. Pretty muscle man. To this role play. There's the hat. Oh man, I've been looking for this one. I should pick that up. Pick up this mess over here. The not so fun part of this is I don't know what's underneath these, so there could be coins and I wouldn't know. Don't see crow about the coin incident, by the way. Here we go. Oh. Underneath what? Whoa. Underneath the stuff that I was just picking up. So Q-Fire, now that you are here, we just recently had a successful orbital insertion of the Electron rocket at about 9 minutes into flight. Or about 9 minutes, 30 seconds to flight, if I remember correctly. And all is going according to plan with the launch right now. Also, now that I picked all that up, let me go get and finally I have bird. show up again. Because I know people like her. So, yeah. But yeah, successful launch of Electron so far. We're now just awaiting the next major event, which will be the kickstage ignition. Which I have here. A picture of what the kickstage looks like from the reverse side. So here is where it attaches to the Electron rocket. This is the 3D printed engine, which you can see in the center of it. And you can also actually see the fuel tanks, COPVs, which are made in-house. COPVs are carbon pressure. No, I forgot what it stands for, but basically, it holds pressure. That's what they do. You can also see the batteries of it on here as well, and at the very bottom of this image is where the payload will go. In this case, one single satellite is installed on this little guy. So. Information on where it's being launched from can actually be found in the description of this stream, which I made sure to include this time. The satellite was built in Japan. And yeah, this is launched from the Māhia Peninsula at Rocket Lab Launch Complex 1B in New Zealand. As you can see here, T plus 32 minutes and 15 seconds into launch, the rocket is now over South America. Oh my gosh, I see Dallas! I see Dallas! Yeah! Yep, New Zealand is where this one launched from. This is the 515th orbital launch of 2025. And stay tuned, because I believe there is another launch today. Yes, there's one more launch today scheduled for 7:51 p.m. If I'm able to, I will try and stream it. And then there's one on Monday at 12:45 p.m., which I can try to stream as well. No, this is not the same one that was postponed. I don't believe so. The one that was postponed, I believe, was Don't Be Such a Square? Or maybe this was the one. Wait, let me... No, the other one was Raise and Shine, if I remember correctly, which did end up launching. December 13th. Let me double check everything again. I might be completely wrong on this. I'm going to look at this again. No, it was bridging the... Bridging the something. Where is that one? Bridging the Swarm, which is currently no earlier than December 2025, so they don't have a set launch date for that one just yet. this one is the Wisdom God Guide. So yeah. And this hat, by the way, is a official FC Dallas hat. First off, that's autographed. Got my favorite player to autograph this hat, which is kind of cool. So, pretty big deal, for me, anyways. You know, it's really cool. This was one hell of a season that we had. So, yeah. Oh yeah, rocket names can be very, very, very cool. I'll actually have to go through and just go through a list of every single rocket, because there's a lot of them and they're all extremely fascinating. Each will have their own set of launch success rates as well. But yeah, there's one launch planned for Christmas at 5:25 p.m. as well, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, almost done crossing South America here. Also, thank you. Yeah, it is a cool hat. I actually got it at the stadium as well. There's another one that I got at the stadium, which I do also. Someone. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think my first one I got, I believe, actually at the stadium as well. It's a really old one. Just about as dirty as Jen herself, I think. If not, maybe way dirtier, but really cool. Really awesome hat. Let's see if we can find... I couldn't find it. But yeah, it's 38 minutes 12 used, yeah. Love that, thank you. Yeah, like my season ticket scarf for this year, as you can tell, it's been through a lot. It's dragged on the concrete several times. It's pretty scuffed. But that's just because that's how it is at Toyota Stadium, yeah. And well loved, yes. Yes, no, 100%. That is exactly how that is, yeah. Yeah. I think all of my hats that I have are pretty much dirty. I got a lot of them just hanging around here. Like this one here for the Mavs, which are also a team that I like and support very much. I got this one over at their stadium as well, which is pretty cool. Saw a game there, which we won. Really awesome time. Great. this jersey I'm wearing is official, by the way, for my team that I like in MLS, by the way. Unfortunately, the sponsorship is slowly fading away, but that's just because I've had this thing for the entire season. So I just thought now is a good time to start putting up that pin. Now, as you can see here, over the North Atlantic, where's the team located? Dallas. They're the Dallas Mavs. They play over at American Airlines Center. Amazing team. Love them. Yeah, the Mavs, the Dallas Mavericks. Great team. Great team. They share their stadium with the Stars, who I also greatly support. And I also I have on my thing here on my background of my laptop, I got all the teams I really do dig and support, which includes the Wings and stuff, and I'm adding another team to the list in the future. So. Hey, Q-Fire, no way! So, you got some local guys over here. It's actually kind of cool, heck yeah. Did not know that, Q-Fire. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I am from the area. So of course I am a huge fan of my local teams, except to the Cowboys. I don't really care for American football that much. But I'm like fan of the Dingoes, the Texas Super Kings, Rangers, the Mavericks, FC Dallas, North Texas Soccer Club, the Wings, Dallas Trinity. Yeah. Yeah, no, it really is a great place. It is a great place. I do like it. And whenever I've been to Toyota Stadium, which I actually have a dedicated channel for all of that cool stuff, if you want to go see it, check that out. I'll try and find it and link the channel to it. One time I went to one of their games and there was a pride flag, a Texas pride flag, that somebody was waving around, and I thought it was super cool. And I've actually been able to go over into the supporter section for FC Dallas during the final 3 games. The final 2 games of the regular season and the final game of our season. And that's how I was able to get this little goober to appear onto television. It was super cool. Really fun. I liked it a lot. So, obviously enough, love my team. Can't wait for the start of the season. We have a new player with the name of Ron. Believe it or not, we finally have a player named Ron on the team. You might think I'm crazy. However, let me pull this up. Back to live. Here we go. Let's see if I can fix this here. We're going to fix this, replace Onyx with Fox. real quick. Also, just want to throw out here. I am a total FC Dallas fanatic. The original, by the way, real quick before I say this, or before I have to say this again, it did not have a picture of Aaron. Didn't use the fox emoji. That I just added for the joke of this entire thing here. The original was an ox emoji. I can link that here if I have to. But yes, this is... This is quite legit. We are getting a player named Ron. Here's the official one over in chat if anyone needs that here. Just to actually know what it really was. But as you can tell, yeah, we have a player with the name of Ron heading to FC Dallas right now. They used to play for the Israeli team Hapoel Tel Aviv. From what I've seen, he is a great player. Also, we've recently gone through the MLS Super Draft, so we got some players in there.
Welcome back to the launch of the Wisdom God Guides, Rocket Lab's 21st mission this year and our 79th launch overall since Electron first took to the skies. Now, Electron lifted off from Launch Complex 1 Pad B at 7:36 p.m. today and progressed nominally through all the mission milestones so far. All that remains is to finish off a Curie engine burn on the kick stage that will circularize our orbit shortly, followed by payload deployment. And at that point, IQPS's satellite will be in its new home in low Earth orbit, ready to provide SAR data back to its users on Earth. Now, Curie ignition occurred during our coast phase, and we are just waiting now for the successful engine shutdown. So let's listen into the operators in mission control to hear the call.
Curie propulsion nominal. Curie cutoff confirmed.
Thank you, Curie. And with that, the kick stage's orbit has been circularized. So all that remains now is payload deployment. And we're waiting to hear those two magic words from Mission Control: payload deployed. Bring up those audio channels now and listen in.
Payload QPS SAR 15, separation confirmed.
welcome to orbit Tsukunami 1 and welcome to space again to the IQPS team. The Wisdom God has joined its compatriots in space for the QPS SAR constellation. And for the 21st time this year, Electron has delivered 100% mission success. Congratulations to our customers, to the Rocket Lab build and launch teams, and of course, a very big thank you to you at home for sharing the experience with us. Whether this was your first Rocket Lab launch or your 21st this year, we are honoured to have you join us. We wish you a very happy holidays this festive season, and for the 7th time for IQPS, 21st time this year, and 79th time overall, this is Rocket Lab Mission Control signing off.
And so with that, a complete success with the launch of Rocket Lab's Electron. That was the kick stage there, separating the satellite for today. And this is what Electron looks like. As you can tell here, it is a pretty small-ish rocket. Another amazing success. Rocket Lab, again, doing what it does best. Here's Electron for scale with Peter Beck. Kind of switching over to a different screen here because I know I had it over here. But as you can tell, it is a small rocket. So yeah, that's it now fully finished. Gonna go ahead and just hide that screen there. And also over in the background of this, if I just zoom out here, you can actually see their other rockets that they used to operate. But yeah, Electron is a small rocket. And you don't need one that's big if you want one that's successful. Size really isn't much of a factor whenever it comes to things like that, really. Anyways, a total flight success. Yeah. Rocket Lab started off with a small little sounding rockets, and eventually they were able to get rockets to actually go to orbit with Electron. And now they are planning something even bigger. Yeah, size doesn't really matter as long as you have enough thrust to actually make it up and into orbit. Let me see if I can find this real quick and just show it. Because now that the launch is over, I think it's okay to start showing some other interesting stuff. So we are going to look at a rocket called put it simply, it is a very small rocket. This is it. This is the rocket right here. That's it.
7、6、5、4、3、2、1、0、
Yeah.
34、
And this rocket actually has gone to orbit several times. By several times, I think it's only gone like once or twice. But it's it is a rocket, and it has successfully gone to orbit, and it's really tiny. It's the smallest rocket to ever reach orbit. So yeah, size really doesn't matter. What matters is it able to go to orbit? Anyways, this
6 hot fire tip
is what Rocket Lab has planned next. And yes, of course, obviously, we are looking at a bunch of interesting stuff here. Also, you might notice, yeah, a lot of Mr. Beast stuff. This is a YouTube extension I have, because I think it's funny. That was Japanese, by the way. The smallest rocket ever is a Japanese rocket. Yeah. Where is... I know that they had an animation for it. Oh, it wasn't this.
Neutron is a 13-ton class reusable launch vehicle capable of launching the mega constellations of tomorrow, here to support national security, and eventually launch our own satellites to space. The question is always asked, well, how come you built Neutron?
Oh, no, I don't... Yeah, it's one of my favorite extensions. So this is from Nick Henning 3D. They're amazing stuff. Love them. Check them out on Twitter. Highly recommend them. So full shout out to them. Here's the engines igniting and launching, of course. Neutron will be made out of the same material as Electron. However, it will use different fuel and different engines. It'll be a very interesting rocket to see. As you can see there, it has a fairing mechanism that opens up and closes. Now, Rocket Lab actually gave it the name of the Hungry Hippo. And the goal of it is to have the fairing and the first stage just as one, so it greatly reduces the cost of the rocket itself, because all they need is a new second stage. Sorry, so if you look at the fairing here during this entire clip, you'll notice the fairing of the rocket opens up. And it closes. They call it the Hungry Hippo fairing mechanism. And the goal of it is to have the first stage and the fairings as one. So it greatly reduces the cost of the rocket, because all they need to build is a new second stage. Yeah. So, as we go through here, you might notice this, and this is just heating on the rocket. The fins here are what will help steer the rocket whenever it's actually flying back down. then of course it lands perfectly. And of course then the second stage does its thing. Deploys satellites and at the end of its mission, the second stage will... Yeah. So the fins are controlled the same way as grade fins themselves are, which I actually have an example of this. This is taken from my Falcon 9 set that I have built. So not exactly like this, but these are just grade fins. So what they do is they'll work kind of like this. Yeah, this one will land at its original launching site, or just about near it. Again, reduces cost. Now, if you really want to see one that lands back at where it came from,
I got something that'll cheer you up, Jack.
Adidas, hey, I like your jerseys, but I don't really care for your stuff. Like, all that much. Yes, I'm wearing an Adidas kit.
As of right
now. But yeah, if you want an example of one that returns back to where it came from.
The ship has separated launch site.
It's away from our landing burn. Follow that velocity. Oh, we can see it coming down through the plume.
Booster coming in hot for booster catch.
We're going to ignite 13 of those Raptor engines, and this view is incredible right now. You can see how fast this vehicle is moving on the left hand.
Landing burn has been ignited. We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in the air.
Landing burn shutdown.
Megadilla had caught the booster.
This is absolutely insane. On the first ever attempt, we have successfully caught the Super Heavy booster.
That right there. Starship will actually land back at its original site, as shown there with the Super Heavy booster. Extremely incredible piece of engineering. It did it on its first try. I actually saw that live. It was super awesome to see. Huge congratulations to the SpaceX team still for that. That was with IFT5, which now they've completed 11. So huge shout out to Starship team, of course. Huge shout out to Rocket Lab today. Amazing launch. I will be ending the stream now. It has been quite a while now. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.